Well, sure, but the polymorph spell can be used for other purposes other than turning things to frogs. You can use it for Manera here is in chat, and they can confirm that they have used a polymorph on their sidekick quite efficiently, turning their sidekick into like a giant eagle to fly them around, uh, or once they turned their sidekick into a giant constrictor snake so that they could ignore the like difficult terrain from the water, and one of their other companions rode on the back of the giant constrictor snake. It was very cool, very cool. um so there's lots of things you can do with polymorph other than turn your enemies into frogs, because turning them into frogs, actually, it's good for shutting them down for a little while, but you can't kill them, because if you kill the frog, they just revert to normal.
Yeah.
I mean, you can like turn them into a frog and then just like, okay, well that enemy is now contained. We focus all of our fire on the rest of the encounter, and then we deal with that guy alone at the end, which can be really great. You hit like the enemy bruiser, and now like they don't have their ogre. Well, you can use it on ogre because my ogres are not D&D ogres.
It's okay.
They don't have their troll, right? You hit the troll with that, and then you clean up all the goblins, and then you fight the troll by itself, and it's much easier. That's something you can do with it. Polymorph is not a bad spell, but using it on your allies is 100% guaranteed to work and give them some extra hit points and all that stuff. Using it on the enemy, they get a save. So, Anyway, so yeah, polymorph's a good spell if you're considering that as your 4th level spell. It's a good one to consider. Let me get some. Let me stream some music in.
Oh, yeah.
And.
Oh no, Deeves.
Oh no, what? Oh no, Deeves? Why oh no, Deeves?
Oh no, Deeves?
They popped in and out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Deeves, you can't leave. I wrote a script for this.
Alright. So, before we take off, would somebody like to give a recap of what happened last session? Because a lot happened.
A lot happened.
Hey, Rhea,
yeah.
Rhea, why don't Rhea? Hey, Rhea, you explain it, because you had a lot of things happen to you.
Before that, I think we should start the session right with a little orb moment.
Sure.
All right, I will get in my orb while Rhea delivers the recap.
Okay, so
get in the exposition orb, Casey.
I'm gonna be very bad for recaps right now. I am, bouncing off the walls in my own mind. I apologize. So I'm gonna just try my best. Basically, was it last session that Rhea tried identifying the crystal?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yes, okay. Yeah. So, I tried in a futile attempt to revive our dear friend Quadlish, rest in peace. I tried to identify the little shard of no thing that I got on a side quest that wasn't on stream. Basically, bad idea. If you peer into the abyss, the abyss peers back, and that was frightening. So I've got a little bit of trauma now. And it also means that Rhea is now corrupted, and she's got lightning on her eyes now. So, yeah, that's kind of it. So, basically, like, the consequences of that, I don't really know exactly what corruption means, but I've got a point of corruption now. And also, last session, I was, like, in a coma for, like, the entire second half of it, basically. So, the guild just had, the gang, the group of pirates just had to, like, bring me back to the ship and, like, make sure I wasn't dead, basically. And, in the process, Dr. Keth happened to steal my book, and I'm actually very curious about if you opened it or not.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Not yet.
Yet.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they haven't had time. They had to go snuggle with the captain. It was very important.
There's like a lot of snuggies.
Mhm.
Understandable. Understandable.
Yes.
Promises of weddings and killing gods.
And also
Yeah.
a nurse outfit,
Babies.
too.
Babies.
Yes.
Because I think
We're
it's
gonna
very
make-
important that...
Together we'll
they-
make a normal-sized person.
No, you're gonna have a tall person.
Yeah. Fortunately,
Unfortunately.
since Captain Ingrid is a member of the tribe of Amazons, the Daughters of Skaha, even though she's not really a member of the tribe, she's descended from them. All of her children will also be Daughters of Skaha. They will take superficial features from their father Kef, but they will be her species, which means that they will be very large.
Awesome.
I will knit them tentacle hats.
That's adorable.
They will be adorable,
Mhm.
And
That is adorable.
but they will not be high quality, as I do not believe you are proficient in knitting.
I'm not.
not yet. Consider the investment. Consider skill expertise. That's
Didn't
just
Rosie do like cocaine last session?
I did do math,
and then Rosie did a speedball in drink form and is now exploding across the ship.
Yes. Our
That's why it was 10 minutes late. I swear, I was just in the meth cooldown, and not because I slept like 4 hours tonight.
Okay,
Mhm.
I have picked a fucking spell. This is a really cool one.
I know what spell I'm picking.
It's like not even like a useful spell, but like it's useful for our purposes.
Hey,
as
man.
hunters.
As a wizard, there are very little situations where a spell is useless.
That's true, actually.
Like, your whole job as a wizard is the problem solver?
Yeah. I like that one though. That's just really cool. It's just like the Vault of Amber. You just like put a couple of amber crystals down, suddenly boop, got like a little pocket dimension.
Oh, fuck, you got a critical role spell!
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, this is not an official spell.
Oh, it just
Um,
says. That's weird. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Mhm.
I apologize.
I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at the other Willow Gast.
No. I looked at like I have like multiple tabs open. I was thinking about getting a different one. I like flipped to the wrong tab. I saw Player's Handbook, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could probably use this. But no, if that's not allowed, then I that's okay. I understand.
Yeah, I've never seen this spell before, so I'm reading it for the first time.
Yeah.
Let's not take it now. Maybe if you really want it, we can look at it again next level.
Okay,
And
understand.
I'll look at it another time. I'm sure it's fine, but I just,
You're just caught off guard by it.
yeah, I wasn't
I-
expecting. I haven't looked
I
at it.
understand completely.
So-
I understand completely.
I do
Okay.
I also do want the public to know, Rosie can now become invisible. I feel like this is a
She can
secret
become
that she has
visible?
learned. I can become both visible and invisible, and I feel like Rosie learned this in the Frantic Mania. That was the...
Okay, I know exactly what fucking spell I'm taking now,
Okay.
actually, after having thought about it.
Can I give my Rosie explanation of how she
Yeah.
how she learned invisibility?
Mhm.
Please.
I just think, like, during the mania of the speedball...
I don't know if I did my
Um,
hit points or not.
Rosie basically just like finds out how to go the right velocity to become unseen, and then like after the coma realizes, wait, I can just do that.
Yeah.
Wait,
And,
hold on, that's allowed.
Lux,
Just
it
do
looks like
that.
your HP is correct because you should have the same HP as Kef, and you do.
Cool, awesome.
My HP I need to do still.
Twins.
Right? I don't think I
Twins.
Do you know if mine's correct?
No, but I will do the math during this scene.
Okay.
So, while Rosie is off having an experience, and, Kef and Captain Ingrid, are entangled, or intentacled, or however you would wish to describe it,
Grappled.
and,
Strained.
and Rhea is...
Not prone.
Oh no! Oh no! They're stunned!
prone and squeezing.
Oh!
No. And Rhea is wanting to burst in and demand her book back, but also too proper to actually do so.
Yes.
Ray's
I
like
believe-
the guy in that scene in Galaxy Quest. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
Man, I would love that if it was Rosie, she'd be like, okay, cool, what are you guys doing?
Are you guys wrestling?
Rosie's like, yeah, guys, I had a bad dream.
Are they wrestling?
Mom, I threw up.
See, Rosie after the meth cooldown. Hey,
Rhea
hey,
has to
Captain,
go
I
tell the
threw
teacher
up.
she has a headache.
Oh my god.
You should talk... The captain would just roll over and say, tell the doctor.
Doctor, I threw up.
Mom, I threw
I
up my
prescribed
cocaine.
Narcan.
Mom, I threw up my
Oh my cocaine. I hate it when I throw up my cocaine. It's the worst.
And Ingrid's just like, okay, 19 things about that statement. Number 1.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
All right.
I'm waiting for 19 reasons.
Alright. So while all of this is happening, Alistair pulls Willow aside, having something to talk about.
Yes, very much so. So I feel like Alistair is like painfully awkward about even trying to initiate this conversation, but Willow, you immediately get the feeling and the knowledge that this has to do with the pillow fight incident where you nearly almost killed them to death with divine smite damage in a pillow fight. And they just kind of pace around a little bit awkwardly, and they're like, you know, Willow, about what you said during the pillow fight, and well, I guess out of everyone in the crew, I feel like I owe you an proper explanation. And I'm not sure if it will change anything at all, but you'll humor me, won't you? And he kind of just like smiles awkwardly and looks at you.
And Willow gives a small smile, of course.
Right. Well, I guess like all stories, it kind of goes back to childhood, doesn't it? You know, I never really made the decision to be a tiefling. That honor goes to my father, and to spare the long story, he was obsessed with having power, and he convinced my mother to sign a pact before I was even born, and I had absolutely no say in the matter. And I was just going to serve as his connection to the demonic world and a pawn in some game to conquer the gods, and it didn't end up happening. I've long since evaded his control, but, well, I guess a childhood full of the idea that I would eventually become a bloodthirsty lord of hell has a way of making you numb to the concept. Not that I necessarily thought it would happen, but, well, when presented the opportunity, it didn't seem like it was that much of a pivotal decision. But maybe it should have been, and I guess I would be doing Agrat's bloodline a disservice if I didn't get often lost in the mania of the moment, but with all of that energy comes a quiet, and we've had a bit of a downer recently. And I guess it's easier to finally reflect on that and admit I really had no idea what I was doing when I signed that contract. And I can't say if I regretted my decision or not, and whether or not I wouldn't. Whether or not I did regret it, it wouldn't change anything now, and for that reason, I can't apologize for my decision, even though it feels like I should. He kind of just like turns away a little bit and kind of like just looks at you from like the corner of his eyes that is just kind of like generally avoiding eye contact and just goes on and says, "What I can say, however, is that if you truly did see a shred of humanity in me or something that I threw away in a rash decision, I do regret being unable to recognize that. And I do regret taking my humanity for granted, because even if the decision was inevitable, maybe it didn't have to be. I've never had much faith in being able to control the outcome of my destiny, Willow. And that is something that I think is deeply admirable in you. And I just wanted to let you know that."
It's a little taken aback that she gave us so much, gave Willow and the little thought. And Willow certainly appreciates it. Thank you, Alistair. With my vampirism, I try my hardest to not let it show among the crew, but it is a constant fight. I don't keep an iron grip. Sometimes I worry about loss of control myself. But you must remember, you are always in control, no matter how hard it seems. I don't know if there's any way to get out of your contract now, or if you would prefer being a demon, but just know there's always another way.
Alistair just kind of like smiles and nods and just says, "Thank you. I think I'm going to try to start thinking more like that. It's difficult to think that I have any kind of control over this, but you're right. We do have control, and there's always something. There's always another way out. I guess if any of this has really taught us anything, it's that there is always a way out, no matter how insanely unconventional."
One last escape act and one last trick.
Alistair nods, and they seem a bit more confident now, instead of just kind of like nervous about it. Yeah. One last hurrah. Let's make it a good one.
Okay.
Thank you. That was the orb moment that I wanted to have.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Demon Paladin bonding together.
That was my
Meanwhile-
hidden appreciation. Thank you, Gomenasai.
You're saying that, meanwhile, me and Viv are having discussion about, funny chess spell.
Yes, I like the
'Cause-
funny chest spell.
That honestly, this may be a bit off topic, but I have a little anecdote
Anecdote.
about Lehman's secret chest, and a campaign I just finished literally yesterday. I use that spell to basically hold MacGuffins as like hostage because like if you destroy the anchor of the chest, it's just it's somewhere in the ethereal plane.
It's gone.
It's just gone. And it's like, could you find it? Yes. If you're incredibly patient and able to go to the ethereal plane.
Mhm.
So it's good for threat spice.
Definitely. I need to get the little replica chest and like get an exquisite chest as well.
The exquisite chest is the bit of a harder part, but like whenever we go to mainland, hell.
I thought Ray already had an exquisite chest.
I
Ha 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 ha! Get it?
Viv,
Get
you
it?
are-
Because
Uba.
You're very quiet, Viv.
Oh, am I? Okay,
Oh.
damn it.
Yeah, that's a little
I
better.
was hoping that I could get away with not having to wear my little headset, but I'll put it on.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Yeah, because I think honestly probably we'll get because we can make a chest exquisite by just like fucking stapling gems on a decent chest.
I suppose technically yes, you can.
It is exquisite.
we will cleverly create an exquisite chest worth 5,000 gold pieces out of this pile of wood, a piece of string, and this gemstone worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Just slap it on. Yes.
I mean,
that's
I
how
was
it
thinking
works.
like we could just
Hey.
like cover it in gold leaf that we get from turning some creature into stone.
yeah,
I mean-
we've scraped off some of that gold leaf. I think we could do a little bit of arts and crafts.
I mean, the thing is too, like,
Actually,
Revivify just
I
needs.
have pretty costumes. I could use pretty sparkly fabric and do an amazing arts and crafts. Actually, what if we wanted our chest to have like a fucking sick ass cape or something? You ever think about that?
But I mean, the thing is, like, Revivify, you
I'm
just take
just saying, what if
$300
the
worth of
chest
diamonds.
mermaid outfit? I don't know.
Oh my god.
And Revivify, it's like, doesn't matter
What if it just
if
blended
it's
in
one
with the rest
diamond
of
or
the
a bajillion
crew?
diamonds. They're all worth the same.
I am in control of the situation. Willow told me I could make the chest mermaid outfit.
Beautiful.
We got only these one person left. Everyone looks at Rhea. We get out the custom outfit.
No.
That's why I get disguise self, so I can just have it on whenever. Don't even need a costume.
All right. So, the ship, the Gilded Goose, sets sail. The destination, the last island of Midas, although Dr. Keth has promised there would be an encounter along the way.
Let's go.
See God, see God, see God.
Before Sea Mommy shows up, does anyone else have anything that they would like to do over the next day or two? of
Dr.
sailing?
Kef, are you opening the book?
I can leave the captain's chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
After
we can do
a
a
very long night of just saying
Yeah.
nice things to each other.
Funny little
Yes.
book scene.
we were combing each other's hair.
Uh-huh.
problem.
Doing braids and
And
everything.
that's why your hair looks different.
I come
No
to
other
look over
reason.
the bow stoically. In stoicism.
It's like a
Stoically.
stove.
Yes.
Yes.
Akin to a stove.
And you open the book?
No, I'm like
I'm just looking.
I'm over here standing here alone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A
okay.
fair squid, no one to talk to.
Rhea just kind of like walks over and she's like,
Just because you left your wife sleeping in the other room.
Doctor, do you still have my book?
Depends which one was yours.
The one with the moon on the cover.
Ah, yes, the moon book. I knew we'd get back here. My words are rarely proven false.
Why you gotta always bring up old stuff, right? That was like hours ago.
Moon. Yes, your book is
Come
in a
on.
secure place.
Where is it?
I just imagine you
yes.
just pan over to like where a butt pocket would be. There is no pocket. It's book tucked in
No.
to their jeans.
It is nearby.
Watch that like Ingrid is just snuggling with it as Kep is like carefully like I can't leave without a cost.
No. We know where it is.
Yeah.
Doctor,
Yes.
it is incredibly important that I get that book back. For all,
Why?
because the knowledge contained within that book is not
Dangerous.
it's not dangerous, but not something that I want to release to the wider world.
Mmm.
And especially your dealings with Ignacy.
Oh,
Not,
what you're talking about?
Doctor, please give me the book.
I will give you back the book under certain circumstances.
Oh
Just
no.
punch him.
Is this another deal?
Quite possibly. More. Think of it more as
Okay.
like a trade.
I'm not swearing another divine oath.
No need to bring in the gods. I intend to do that later. I just want some answers to my questions.
Okay, what questions?
A few, and then a favor. How much is this book worth to you?
Just tell
You don't
me
have
what
to
you
answer.
want. Just tell me what
Okay,
you want.
so, first of all, tell me about the book. What is it? Yeah, I've seen it change you. You have not always had silver eyes. I have seen it, possibly, my hunch is correct, protect you. There's a reason why the lightning didn't reach your brain. I saw that. With my hand. Cap just kind of like holds up his hand, like wiggles it,
Oh,
and makes
I
like a
see.
whooshing noise.
well, it's fairly complicated, but well, you know what happened to well, I kind of trail off to Quadlish.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware that something happened in Ebonmore, and I'm aware that you saw something. And
Yes.
if you saw something there, makes me think you might have seen something more this time.
Well, yes. Basically, those creatures that exist, the voids, that have the ability to erase things from existence, apparently they can erase even gods. The book that I read and it changed me and saved me, it was the memoir of a goddess who has been forgotten to time because of those voids. So it's important, and this is why the information about her is very paramount to protect.
Gotcha. I'm curious about the name of such a deity, but I understand if you don't want to share that.
The name is particularly important on guarding.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I don't think the name particularly matters to me as of right now. I'm not pretty much concerned with, but it has been erased. More of understanding how it's been erased. Therefore, I wish to know what you know about the void. Spill everything,
Into the void.
please.
Rhea just kind of like, you know, she tries to like act cool and all that. She just kind of like grabs the like edge of the ship, like the railing of it, and she just kind of like looks out at the water and if you look closely, you can notice like she's like white knuckle grabbing onto the ship because she's like a little bit freaked at just thinking about it. When I tried to examine the shard of no thing, I saw all of the voids. The rest of them. They are more horrifying than even the creature that attacked me in Ebonmore. And that was genuinely the most frightening things in the world.
F rustles through his bag, brings out a piece of paper and a quill. Can you draw them? And name them if you know them?
Okay.
Ray is getting commissioned to do Art of the Void monsters.
Ray like takes the pen and just kind of like draws a little squiggle of like a snake wrapped around a tree, and she's like, this is the, I forgot its name, but the void of what was it? I know one of them is a snake, and I don't have the
That's
memory.
Hunger,
I know that.
the void of sustenance.
That's
The void
it.
of
Hunger, the void of
sustenance.
sustenance. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
they're fighting him right
It-
now in the Skeleton Keys.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kitty's
shit!
told me about hunger.
Oh man, there he
And
is.
hunger's a doozy.
And I don't have calligraphy proficiency. I think, like, actually Rhea's ability to draw is very limited. She's just kind of squiggling, you know?
This points at it. Snake.
Mhm.
Would it be
Oh,
possible?
She's like
Drawing
the
a-
teacher that. She's like the teacher that starts drawing on the whiteboard and begins it with being like, "No, I'm not an artist, but."
Yes! Oh my god, definitely.
Would it be possible to see what Rhea is seeing in her mind?
Only if
Can
you had some
read
sort of
thoughts?
telepathic ability, or the detective.
I just got a
thought
spooky
spell.
eye hand.
I think you can
Unfortunately,
see
your
her
spooky eye
brain.
hand
I
lets
just see
you
her brain.
Yeah, your spooky eye hand only lets you see through physical things, not mental magic things.
Gotcha. So we can exchange knowledge on the void to the point where we can like hurry it up and just says like we've shared like the
Yeah.
Kef knows what Rhea knows about the void.
Yes.
All right.
And okay, so they talk for a bit, and then Kef says, "Would you do me the favor of if you encounter or learn any more about the void, would you be willing to tell me about it?"
I suppose, yes.
Gotcha. No need for stealing books again.
Okay.
I might do it occasionally, just be like, "Hey, learn
No.
anything?"
Please don't.
I'm kidding. Mostly.
Now, where is the book?
It is right here. In my satchel, I think. That's where I put it.
Oh,
I thought
Oh,
you'd
no.
already put it. I thought you'd already locked up everything in your.
Didn't I do that?
Yeah, I think you.
Yes,
you
follow
like, you went,
me.
you went down there in order to change into your nurse
sexy
uniform.
maid.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the
yes.
way,
Yes.
By the way, Rhea, this entire conversation, Kef has been wearing a sexy maid uniform.
Nurse outfit.
Sexy nurse outfit, yeah.
Nurse
I think at this
sexy
point,
maid-
Rhea
Very
is.
skin tight.
I think
Yes.
Rhea is
A
just kind of
little-
like.
a little disheveled.
Rhea is a little bit like just desensitized to that at this point, you know? After the fucking maid outfit incident.
This really shows how closely we've grown as a group to where this is just normal now. Look at us,
Yes.
besties.
Kef walks down to the bottom story and sees Willow and Alice there. Just like walks by and is like, "Huh, inaudible tension here. Are you two kissing?"
You hear
Oh, what
somewhere.
is
You
he
hear
like?
somewhere in the
Oh.
Raptors. Nah, no kissing.
Dearest Alistair, don't you know magic?
A bit, yes.
Ah, okay. Could you fetch Willow as well? Could you guys procure the rat and meet me in my chambers with Rhea? It would be greatly appreciated. I need help.
Oh,
This is like the next day, so Rosie
Mm,
is
Okay,
Yeah.
Rosie, are you normal
recovering.
again?
He's
but
I think
It's
I
out
think
of his
Alistair
system, but Rosie is still MIA. Somewhere in some
Yeah,
body.
Like, you haven't
I
heard.
think at that Alistair
you
would
realize, like,
probably
when you
just kind
woke
of
up.
like go like back upstairs and just kind of like knock like around the walls, just like all along, and just like start knocking on things and just like be like, Rosie, Rosie, are you
I feel like
done
you
with your
knew it was
little
all over when there was
next
like
special episode?
You know, it was probably all done like when you woke up in the morning and realized you slept.
mhm.
But it is a bit slow at first, and you just see a little rat come out of a hidey of like these crates over here, and then just Rosie like turned to person. She does not look great, but she's like, "Hey, hey."
So how about the review on the drink, Rosie?
Not gonna lie. At first, I had a lot of fun. I was working on this great trap house. That was good. No one could see me at a certain point, which was kind of weird, but like, I found it fun. But then it didn't become fun. And I don't know if I want to have it again.
Well, let's hope you don't have to have it again, because that time was an unnecessary deliverance of this next special.
Yeah, well, good thing we're gonna be rich enough. I can just form a bar and they'll never bother me with it again.
Right. Anyways, the doctor has summoned us to his quarters. He needs another expert opinion.
Well, good thing I am a doctor.
Indeed, we are paging Dr. Rosie.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm just a little slow today. I don't know. I don't know why that would be happening.
Absolutely no reason why that would be happening.
There's no reason.
Alistair just like pats your head like, yep, no reason.
Alright. So I'm gonna move all of you down to the doctor's room.
Please come in.
Oh, cool, because I was already in.
Alright.
So, I have a favor to ask of all of you.
What is your favorite you have to ask of all of us?
Seth reaches behind their bed and in a cloth pulls out the void staff.
Ooh.
I need
Uh-huh.
assistance learning about this. Two of us have the magical ability of identify. Seeing what happened last time. Knowing that this is not one of those things, but still in close proximity of it. I am cautious but willing to see what it does. Or at least to learn about it. If it had somehow the ability to augment the erasure of Quadlish, I would like to know that. Or if it has any other hidden abilities that we could come across and learn about, which will aid us not only in our adventures in the quest of... Who's his fault? Midas? Midas. Yeah.
This is all Midas's fault.
It's so long.
we're gonna like bust in the vault like, this is for Quadlish! We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
He's just like,
No, like, isn't that what we were talking about last session? Like, Rosie and Alistair, every single time they get cornered into, like, something, they're just gonna be like, this is for Quadlish!
and he's like, who
Yeah.
the fuck is Quadlish? You're goddamn right you asked that.
You're goddamn right you're saying his name again!
No, seriously, you've scammed me out of thousands of gold. Please return it. This is for English.
Quadlish!
This is for Quadlish!
If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have to deal with cosmic consequences.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm thinking that maybe, I don't know if this will work, but maybe we can link and augment our identification by doing it between me and Rhea, having maybe some inspiration from our musical bard, and possibly Willow. And
Alistair
Rose.
just like does the thing where he just like points at himself, is like, who? Me?
Musical.
This does seem incredibly risky.
It's okay, what if we cheat? I was gonna say cheat death, but what if we just cheat not existing?
What if we just cheat in general?
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
I'm not sure that works here.
Right. If we can get
Furthermore,
a powerful horse, like Bubbles, we could do anything with cheating.
Oh dear.
We just need to find our Bubbles.
additionally, I wish to pick your brains on an unusual occurrence.
Oh?
Hmm?
You all have encountered the Void before. Well, at least some of you in person, I believe.
Well, I mean, a witch lady. Well, we did see the thing. I think Rhea
Yes.
thought we saw
We saw
it.
the thing.
Prior
We
to
didn't
our
like the
encounter
thing.
with the witch, I was wondering if you happen to know if in that other circumstance in Ebonmore, or if you could possibly procure this knowledge for me, if there was a replacement like our Bubblish.
Uh.
You see, something was erased, but apparently it is tipped towards an attempting of balance. My thoughts are, is this also the Void power? Or is this something that tries to counter the Void? However, I know from my connection with Bubblish that they are not as strong as Quadlish. It's the same, identical connection, but not to the same being. Yet in the memories of everyone else who was not there at the witch attack, they were the
Well,
same.
if the void is no thing, then it must be a something. Maybe it's because you mentioned like we always talk about this void as the enemy. I think it would make sense for the ally to be the one trying to help out reality in that sense.
Yes.
So maybe we just need to
But-
find a something.
That's
There
very
is-
optimistic.
I have found in my research of science and magic, there is always a give and a take. Some type of pushing towards equilibrium, if you would say. If such a thing exists, then we shall find it. We must find it. And that's why we start with information. If you want to, I won't force you to do this. I know it's a hard path which I am attempting to go down. And it begins with this staff.
I mean, I think I have at least like 3 people in my catalog of like I have a potential when we did the city arc, I had like 3 potential I know a guy people. One of my I know a guys might be someone who is in Ebonmore, and I could contact them and see if they know anything about the replacement by which you speak.
Wouldn't they not know if they're a replacement though?
Well, I guess if we had an idea of like what the replacement, like who the replacement was of, to see if there's like a general person that fits a vibe.
Yeah.
Like someone who just feels off, like you know them, but like maybe it's like you feel like you grew up with this person, but they were like just in school with you the whole time, and you like never really got to know them, but like you know them.
Like, I don't know, like, aside from just giving Magical Bard inspiration right now, that's the only possible thing I can think of to, like, having a connection to someone who might know more information is one of making an NPC up in the city, potentially.
Yeah.
This NPC that was voided once.
Well, I got voided once.
I got voided once, I got replaced. My name's now
an NPC who has just been, like, like a conspiracy theorist who has just like vaguely been hunting the notion of the void, like someone else who knows about Ignacy but thinks it's like a great conspiracy by like the monarchy to maintain power structures.
Hey, hey, Lux, are you suggesting Wyatt?
Not specifically. I'm just suggesting
I know, 'cause
a conspiracy type of vibe.
I know, I'm making jokes about Luxoses, and if it was Wyatt, that'd be super fucking funny.
That
Because
would be
reasons.
okay, because that would be really funny because Wyatt is Alistair's brother, so I could just be like, yo, I can call my brother up and see if he knows anything about the void conspiracy.
Oh my god.
I met him in Evermore. It was wild as fuck.
He was suddenly in Evanmore, and we crossed paths temporarily.
Suddenly, no, he always is where he's needed.
Much to think about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Any assistance would be greatly appreciated. I've let's just say I've taken on the task of collecting knowledge about the void for individual.
Do we
I
know?
wonder who that
Rhea, I
individual
don't like
could
how you
be.
said that. Can you explain?
No, it's nothing.
No,
really.
I think I'm asking you to explain. If you don't, I'm gonna ask it a lot.
Oh boy. I've met this individual. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, cool. Who are they?
To name them would be to not name them.
I mean, I think a name would be really
have
cool. I
many,
would like to
many
know
names.
a name.
I mean,
Okay.
honestly, if you give us more information, the more we might be able to find for you.
Okay, but giving
No,
names-
such information on this topic wouldn't do us any good.
Well,
You
then I
of
don't know
all
how
people
much
would
good
know
we can
that-
really be.
You of all people would know that giving names to a fae is not the wisest decision.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's very wise. I think it's very wise right now. He says wanting the
It
name.
depends on how much you get out of it, to be honest with you.
I mean, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I'm gonna say their name and they're gonna notice me. I'm just gonna notice them.
All I know is that if the name is said, which I will not say, something in this room might burn.
Oh.
Can you write it down? Can
No,
we cheat God?
nor can it be written.
We can't
Trust me, you will come to know in your own time.
What about if it was a game? No, if we played a game of charades. We'd say the name and we'd find out.
Anyways.
Us. I could be
Shall we-
convinced to tell you, I guess.
Played those games before with your brother. I don't know how I want to play them with you.
Imagine that, just a lot worse.
Yeah, I hate that.
Are we going to be having to make 2 oaths in order to get the story out?
I am
Willow?
very nervous that KB just rolled something.
Oh,
Hey,
Willow,
this is the second
this
time
is
KB
just-
has rolled something.
Yep.
So I just want you to know that Willow knows what Kef is hinting at, and knows that it would cause a situation with your little pocket friend if the name was said.
Oh.
Yeah.
The skull?
Yeah, Adam.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh.
Willow tries to head this whole conversation off. Okay, do we even know if collecting knowledge in the void would be beneficial? Some things are just caustic by nature. Maybe some things just need to be destroyed, and that's it.
How can you destroy something without
Well
knowing?
said, Paladin of the Sun.
I mean, yes, Willow, but I mean, Kev is right. How are you
To
going to destroy
destroy.
something that you don't know?
And furthermore, to destroy without knowing
You
only
do,
leads to the repetition of the same thing occurring.
because you know the best way how you cheat, Willow. You have to know the rules and how to break them horribly.
But Willow, you might have asked why I asked you to be in the room. I ask you this. If the worst comes to happen with the staff, I would like you to save Ingrid.
Of course. I hope to save
Thank
you
you.
all.
Don't worry about Snack. It's fine. Like, if you can,
I
get to
gotta
him.
save Snack because I owe him a drink. I owe him drinks, so I do have to save his life.
Like, if you can get to him, that's good. But he's pretty scrappy, so I think he'll be fine.
I think Snack might be the least of our concerns, to be honest with you.
Anyway,
Meanwhile,
Do we? All I know.
meanwhile,
Suddenly
Seth brings the
feels-
staff.
Meanwhile, Snack, all alone in his room, suddenly feels really sad for some reason.
He sneezes.
No
He
way.
begins singing the Yakuza song.
No. It's not that I don't like him. I just know that he'll be capable. Not saying that Ingrid won't be capable, because she's a strong, independent woman. I just have known Sneck to survive tremendous, bouts of liver failure because of their activities, and somehow still live. I was like, don't even worry about it. Like, nothing could kill that guy.
He's like a cockroach. He keeps coming back.
The kobold has inherited the draconic constitution.
Like, I don't think the
Snack
void
sadly
could
would
erase
have-
that much alcohol poisoning. Like,
I mean,
Snack looks out of
hear
his
me out.
porthole and
Hey, here's my
Like, the
meta.
void
Here's my
would just, like,
meta
malfunction.
analysis.
The void would malfunction trying to, copy Snack, like someone with Snack's level of alcoholism, and it just, fucking breaks itself. Maybe Snack is actually the key to defeating the void. We need to get Snack on board.
I was gonna say, I like how the me thinking, meta-wise, okay, well, Snack is a kobold, but I see he's green, so he could have descended from green dragons, which are poison. So he has he has one factor of just either heavy poison resistance or flat-out immunity.
complete poison immunity, infinite legendary
well,
actions. so-
Diplomatic.
He
immunity
probably
to
wouldn't like
poison.
drinking alcohol if he was immune.
Resist
he wouldn't
it.
get
We're
anything
all
from
resist.
it. So, but maybe
Yeah.
probably resistant.
Anyway, silently
Hey,
during
we're
the
immune to damage,
conversation,
not the condition.
Right. So Willis says, what I don't know is I have sworn an oath to protect Rhea from the void at all costs. If this is not an absolute necessary danger, put her into to figure out what that crystal is, I do not feel particularly inclined to help.
I mean,
I'm-
worst case scenario, say if we do want to play guy here, if you were outside of the room, follow it to occur, and then walked in to save Rhea, you wouldn't be involved in me following your oath.
Because that's how that works.
It is, yes.
technically,
Yeah.
your vow is to protect them from the void, not potential of the void.
I
Therefore,
think
Literally.
I think it would be the same thing.
I do want to just interject and say I do have misgivings about the idea of this. Like, examining the staff and potentially risking another incident like what happened with the crystal.
I have
I'm-
knowledge that probably will not happen.
Willow just looks to Rhea and goes, "It's your call if you think it's absolutely necessary, Rhea.
Could you say that again? You're very quiet.
It is your call if you think it is of absolute necessity, Rhea."
Additionally, another incentive I'll throw in is I will study your corruption. Because I have something else which corrupts. And I think we can learn something from that as well.
Fine then. But if this shows even the slightest bit of danger, we end the examination.
Okay. During the whole conversation, Kef was silently moving the staff onto their lap, holding it with clots in their tentacles. And upon looking down, it is now in the center of the room.
Oh boy.
Alright. The void staff taken from the void witch sits in the center of the room. The plan, as I understand it, is for Dr. Kef and Rhea to jointly cast Identify on it, trying to share the burden of
Yes.
the corrupting knowledge.
Yes.
Alistair, Rosie, Willow, are any of you aiding either of them in any way?
I think the best way I could aid is maybe give a help action or something. Because I'll be real, I don't really know how much Rosie could help with this.
I don't believe Rosie can. They will already have advantage from helping each other.
Yeah, because I don't think investigation is really gonna help with this, and I don't really think this is like Rosie knows magic, but I don't think it's like this, you know.
Yeah.
Alistair, are you going to give one or both of them Bardic Inspiration?
Yes, I am. I am going to give both of you my funny little song of praise, and you
Aw.
can do the thing.
Thank you.
Alright.
Behind Seth's back, a tentacle is behind their bed. What it is grasping is Rhea's book, ready
Uh-oh.
to open at the drop of a hat.
Oh no.
Okay.
Uh.
And Willow, is there anything that you can do that you would like to do to aid this?
I've conveniently not written down the description of enhance ability, but if enhance ability can't do anything, then probably not.
I guess Willow wouldn't know this, but this is going to be a wisdom save. An enhanced ability only applies to checks, not saving
Yeah, I think
throws.
there's another like higher level spell that does saving throws. I think.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. You might want to consider swapping Bless into your prepared spells at some point. If there's a spell you can...
Ooh, you know what I will do though? I think
if there's a
because
spell you can
with the
tolerate
book
dropping,
idea.
But
Oh.
yeah.
You can cast
Go ahead.
heroism, so when an abyssal monster comes out of the
No fear, no
staff,
fear.
they won't have to be terrified.
That actually could be useful, honestly.
Yeah, I'll cast heroism on Rhea,
Thank you.
Okay.
just in
Here's
case.
Rhea,
what
you have
Rosie will
some
do.
temporary hit points and immunity to fear.
Nice. How many temp HP is it again?
I believe it's just equal to Willow's charisma modifier, which is only +2.
That's fine.
I
Okay.
think what Rosie will do for the contingency is have her mage hand invisibly set up. For if something happens with the book, if something is caused because of the book, Rosie's prepared to just close it.
Oh, you don't know about the book.
Close the
Well, you
book.
said you have the book out, right?
No.
I
It's
have
behind
it
the bed.
Behind the bed. The
Yeah,
tentacle's just like behind the bed.
The
It's
staff is
covert.
what's going to kill us.
Actually,
Both
just
tentacles
curious. What is? How hidden would it be? Because my past perception is 16. It's pretty
All right.
decent.
All right.
It's in a
Kef.
pillowcase.
Well,
Roll.
they might recognize. They could still recognize that your tentacle is.
Rosie is a
In a
well-known
tentacles
cheat
are like-
and
So make
sneak.
a sleight of hand check. Kef.
Sleight of tentacle check.
Yes, make a sleight of tentacle check.
How good are them tentacles?
Apparently
All right,
pretty
Rosie's
good.
not-
Pretty good.
Rosie does not see.
19.
There goes all my
Rosie
luck
has
for the
one.
session.
All right. I didn't think I was gonna need this song.
Ooh, that's
no.
always great.
But let me pull it up real
Everybody
quick.
yanks until the DM says, I didn't think I'd have to bring out this song.
Oh,
Suddenly,
no.
Sep says, maybe another day. Actually, I've changed my mind.
On second thought, let's get right to that vault.
Wait. No.
No, rapid doom music.
I love that Punisher scene.
I think about that, like, I got reintroduced to that scene, like, I don't know, a few months ago, and I just can't stop thinking about, wait. No.
All right.
This is how rapid it is.
Yeah.
Rhea and Kef, jointly begin the identification of the Void Staff. Rhea and Kef, I want both of you to make wisdom saving throws. You have advantage because you are sharing the load.
Alright.
And go ahead and add Alistair's Bardic Inspiration after to your roll.
That's a d6, yeah?
D8, I believe.
Is that just for Rhea?
It's
D8
both-
because I'm a big boy now.
Oh,
We both get
nice.
inspiration. So
I'm a
here's
girl
my-
boss.
Here's my wisdom save. Okay!
You got a D8.
And let's go.
Oh!
Just roll an 8.
Alright, 16. That's
I'm gonna
a
roll an
decent
8
roll.
too.
Don't know if it's gonna be high enough, but that's a decent roll. You've got a chance.
I do.
Yeah, no,
I got
like, listen,
16.
16 is pretty good.
I have rolled a 29.
Yeah!
After that 20,
That's,
hey, maybe residually Kev could help Rhea.
Could like take part of the load.
Alright,
That is a real good roll, though. Goddamn.
Yeah.
I was rolling really, really bad last session.
You were. You're
Yeah.
making it up.
Yeah, Daisama did not like you.
But now you're
As-
gaining favor.
as they each cast the spell, their eyes turn black. But there is no lightning this time. The Void Staff is corrupted with void energy. But it is less dangerous than the shards themselves.
Uh-huh.
This staff can be used as an arcane focus by wizards, sorcerers, bards, or warlocks, any arcane casting class. You may use this as your arcane focus. Normally, it is just an arcane focus, but as a bonus action, you can invoke the power of the void through this staff. This is a bonus action. When you do this, the staff becomes a +3 staff.
Oh!
However,
Said the devil.
every spell cast, while it is a +3 staff in this way, requires you to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. On a
This is good stat,
failure,
right?
on a failure, you take a level of corruption. On a success, you lose... On a success, you take 7 necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are also reduced by 7.
Oh!
Until
shit.
such a time as you take a greater restoration spell.
Oh,
You
cool.
may
We
ch-
just
you-
need. we just
You
need
may
level
choose
5
to fail and take the corruption instead of the potential hit point damage. Rhea,
Interesting.
you know, or have learned now, one of the factors of having corruption level 1.
Oh.
Because you have corruption 1, you have advantage on saving throws to use voided items, such as this void staff and void shards.
Oh. Oh.
And I'm going to assume you actually maybe would get better at using void items the more corrupted you get. Ooh, Rhea, don't
That'd
go
be a
down that slippery slope,
predicament.
buddy. Rhea, bestie.
Shit.
With this knowledge, I'm going to be right back.
The call
Don't
of
end
the
the world,
void is
Bestie.
strong. The call of the void is strong. Oh boy.
Uh-oh, there goes Pan.
Oh, that's interesting though. Fuck. Okay. Interesting. Okay, the thing is, that's just the good side effect. There might be bad side effects too that I don't know yet, so
Well, you become part of the fucking void! You become part of the enemy!
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I think Rhea's reaction to this is like kind of like there's a possibility of doing something here. However, comma, no. You know? So Rhea just like once the spell ends and we learn our forbidden knowledge, I'm just gonna kind of like leave the staff and just kind of sit back a little, just look to Dr. Kef. Thank you for
Hef
helping.
is
Thank you for
staring at
helping.
the wall, not blinking, but muttering very fast, thinking to themselves. Are you catching like the every word every once in a while? Like you can like, I mean, if you want to listen in to try
Yeah,
to
I
see
do.
Zed's secret plans.
I would like to.
I'm listening very intently.
So between like inaudible words in deep speech, you hear close, push, her, enough, willing, and then Kev snaps out of it and says, "Are we really gonna do this again?"
Huh?
And then like comes back to like noticing like where they are in the room.
Doctor, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just thinking. Sometimes that happens when I think.
Okay.
I kind of zone out and mutter, but it allows my... With absence of sense becomes speed of thought.
Mm-hmm. That's a rather strange philosophy, but I understand the merits of it, I suppose. Anyways.
Willa's sitting and nervously tapping her foot and going, well, was that all worth it? Some of you gleaned something.
The staff
actually
is
did.
completely to me. But possibly not to someone else.
I have more of an understanding of the way that the void functions. Essentially, you can use the staff and channel a bit of the void's power, but in doing so, you end up like this. I gesture to the scars on my face.
Alright, I'm back. What cursed knowledge did we learn?
Well, basically, yeah, we're just kind of
I left
talking.
off on the staff knowledge, and...
No, that's just kind of what we're talking about
We're
now.
just role-playing it out.
Okay, because, well, I just want to say, I pet a dog, so it was pretty good.
That's good.
That was very good. I got to pet my neighbor's dog. It's a big golden lab.
Oh,
Nice.
so
But
yeah.
anyway, we talked about real things like curse staffs.
We can use the staff to channel a portion of the void's power,
Uh-huh.
although doing so will leave you corrupted and with scars like this on my face.
Yeah, none of that sounds good. I think it's okay to destroy it.
Seems
However-
like too big of a consequence.
no, I think that's okay.
So
No,
let's
no,
look at
no.
this south board.
Well, hold up. If it's something that can corrupt you by merely using it, I think there might be consequences that come along with destroying it.
Yes, however, the more now that I actually have been slightly tainted by the void, I might actually be the only person that can use this without getting harmed by it.
But also, wouldn't it just make you more void-like if you
Not
don't get harmed?
necessarily. If I'm
Destroying a treasure of the crew shall be decided by the crew.
Okay, but
And
we talked
Rhea,
to Ingrid about this. Do you think she would approve of us having cursed item? Also, we are a good chunk of the crew.
Yes. However, the staff will possibly be useful to us in the future.
I mean, I guess maybe we
Oh.
shouldn't destroy it, but...
It'll stay safely locked away in here.
I don't know. Does it like make people want to use it or something? Is it like cursed or whatever? Like, because that
By
void stuff
upon
sounds
looking at
kind
it-
of cursed in
whisper to
general.
us while we sleep.
Yeah, like is it
looking
gonna
upon
whisper sweet nothings into our ears about like,
Yeah.
oh, when you were like if nothing existed? Oh,
No,
Honestly, with your sleeping in the staff, you have more to worry about from Cuddle and sleeping, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Okay,
I
so
don't think Cuddle should be anywhere near that thing.
so KB, if you touch
true,
this,
actually.
if
I'll
you-
leave notes for him.
Can I touch this thing with my metal gauntlet, and will it not fry my brain?
As far as Rhea and Kef understand, yes. It is safe to touch. It is only... The corruption only
It's when you
happens
use it.
when you use it as an arcane focus.
So Willow
like-
will just grab this thing and start heading towards the upper decks.
Rosie just sort of like looks at Alistair and goes like, "Man, it's a shame we can't just throw things in the ocean because apparently that has consequences."
Zed stands up. Zed.
Zed.
Stands up in a hurry. Did Willow open the door?
Sure. Yeah, she's.
Alright, so
Where
Willow's
are
opened
they on the
doors.
ship?
Willow is currently marching across the way towards the stairs. If anyone would like to interrupt, this is your chance.
Rosie
One
would be
second.
curiously just like, "All right, I want to see where this goes."
I also just want to see where this goes.
Like
Hey,
Willow has a
Rosie's
little
down for
entourage
like,
behind her.
because like Rosie knows Willow is like, very paladin-like, but also very much like the friend who's like, "No, we are doing this. I'm the parent now. We are doing this."
Yeah.
I just want to see where this. I just want to see how this plays out. To be
I
honest
was-
with you.
So
Rhea,
Real boy,
Kef,
are you
Rosie, let's see if
following
it works out
or
for
Oh, yeah.
staying
her.
behind?
if left unimpeded,
I'm
she's just gonna
following.
throw it overboard.
Kef,
So she is going to throw it into the ocean.
Like Rosie,
Oh, yeah.
man, the shame that has consequences. Willow, I'm going to put it in the fucking ocean. I don't want it.
Kef gets in front of Willow,
And
dashing.
Rosie will say, like, once she notices you are gonna put it overboard, like, "Hey Willow, I love the idea. But also, we found this thing with something underwater.
Some
So,
octopus
like-
can turn into another corrupted void witch.
Maybe. Or we can have, like, a corrupted
mean-
cap somewhere, for all we know."
I mean, wasn't there this whole thing about there being a giant creature in the ocean that's poisoning all of the seas? I mean,
Oh
what
my
if
god,
that
what
thing
if
gets a
that
hold
thing,
of
like,
it?
just has in his, like, a little mouth, and, like, its huge mouth, and it's, like, a little tooth?
And what if
Did I
that thing
share
gets
that
even
knowledge?
more corrupted? Then we'll all be worried.
No,
don't think I
Kef has
shared
not
that.
shared the knowledge of
Okay.
stillness.
Stillness.
the
Okay,
void
in
of
that
life.
case, Rosie will replace that knowledge with the idea of a shark wielding it.
Yeah, no. Like I've heard stories about a big shark. I don't know if you've heard him. His name's Jaws.
He's lucky.
Oh yeah, no, I've
I
heard
was
about
looking
Jaws.
at making a void shark enemy, but
Plans change.
I
Okay,
did a lot
here's-
of
here's-
people.
Willow, consider what if a shark got a hold of it, and then the shark became a void shark?
It's some real 3D chess. But
Kef
Then you have
sprints
to
in
fight
front
Red
of
Ghoul.
He's a
Willow.
shark. That void shark. He's a shark without a cause.
out of the way, Kev. This is just temptation that none of you need.
I need
Oh,
it.
dear.
Not the
Do you-
temptation, but the staff.
What could it possibly do to aid us against the very thing it's created out of?
Proof. Proof
And-
which will sway the minds of others.
And it would give us the power to use magic that we can't normally possess.
Okay,
You see-
well,
you see,
then
now,
you're being
like, as
a
far as
bad wizard,
temptation.
then.
Yeah.
Like, what you're saying right now kind of makes it sound like you need cool stuff to be cool. And I don't know about you, Rhea, but I, who's not a fancy-pantsy wizard, can do cool magic, and I don't need a cursed staff.
Fine, you've made your point.
Well, I mean, if we bothered to learn any more about this staff, it might prove useful. I mean, after all, knowing what kind of powers it can bestow at greater levels of corruption. Not that you should use it to that point, but if you could, I don't know, run some kind of magical testing about it, or
What are
even
you
bring
gonna-
it to a board of people who know what they're doing about it. I mean, maybe it's useful to just not throw it overboard for now.
Because,
Yeah.
like, I don't think throwing it overboard's good, but I don't think we should keep it with the intent that we might have to use it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I can,
you know,
I can settle on
the-
that,
you
but
Alright.
firmly have the door shut, but it's not locked.
Fine. On one condition. Since you're such a fan of them, Sith. You will swear an oath to me never to use the thing. On your god. I swear I will come and find you.
you know, I know that's an oath I can easily keep.
On my god.
Permission to
I think
kill.
he's just talking to.
I know.
Or however that... However
You're
the
swe-
oath thing works.
You're swearing that on my god.
I think he's telling you you should swear on your god.
On Apollo. There you go.
Oh, on Apollo. Oh, okay.
I swear on the god, Apollo, that I will not use this staff.
I was talking to Kef, but okay, I'll take that. I can't.
Yeah, I thought you were talking
Hold
to
on.
me.
Don't
I
put
thought
me
you were talking to me.
Don't put me in another oath paradox, please. Where if you might
That
make
is
me have to
actually-
kill you and break my other oath.
Oh no.
That's fucking funny, Rhea. Rhea, you have no idea what you just did right there.
I don't actually. I was a little bit spaced out.
You're just like, yeah, sure, I'll never
Imagine
use
that,
this.
Like even though Willow is talking to Kef, like Rhea just kind of like looks at at her hands and is like, no, Willow, this is my destiny. I have to be protected and safe so Willow doesn't kill herself trying to protect me. And is like, okay, Willow, I'll do this oath to you. And then Willow's just like, what? I wasn't talking to you.
Well, I mean,
What's even
I'm
basic
glad,
direction?
but, what?
Not everything's about you, Rhea.
Like, I know you have this grand destiny, but like, it's this moment here is not about you.
Oh my
I have
god.
some trust in you.
Gaff looks at Rhea and was like, I mean, okay.
Cool. Rose just goes,
I
like,
mean,
it
like,
would have been really cool if you swore to like
odd.
the moon god and like they swore to the sun god, but like now it's just gonna be all lopsided.
Yeah, Willow just pinches her nose and is just like, oh my god. Alright.
So Kef looks at Willow and says, define your definition of use here.
Do anything other than touch it, and show it to others to rally them against the void.
You know, like if you use any of your spells with that thing, that's probably using it. I heard that's what staffs and like wands are for.
I've already studied it as best as you can.
You have known me to be, or at least I have been told, I possess a cunning mind. But you also know me as one to do what is necessary. And given my interactions with oaths and the deities which bind them, do you really think that even if I make the oath, that I won't hesitate in the moment to break it if necessary?
I mean,
Don't, but
Regardless.
I also know you know that I wouldn't hesitate to strike you down to break it.
I will always remember this. Thinks of the pillow fight. And their lust for combat with Willow again. I'll take your oath. I swear upon my god, the one who watches the great eye, that I will only use this staff by means to rally against the void and to show it as evidence of its existence. And also, let me think here.
Let me also think here. Like writes on his hand. Writes on hand. Let's see what.
Okay, let me rephrase. I swear that I will not use this void staff as a means to channel my magic as an arcane focus. Therefore, I will not use the staff as like a magical augmentation device. Dr. Royer Rosie Doctor Astronaut. Can you write this down for me, lawyer?
Yeah,
Dr.
no, I can
Rosie?
write that down. Yeah.
Dr. Astronaut.
Lawyer Dr. Roger's Astronaut.
Takes
Yeah,
No, 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 no.
that's-
Only
yeah,
Kath
that's-
and Rhea have been to
that's-
space.
Yeah.
Only they can be astronauts.
It's only a matter of time until Rosie goes to space. Let's be real.
I mean, yes. Yes.
I mean,
but
And he, like,
Did I hear something Rosie goes to space?
Yeah,
level
I mean-
13 Rosie just goes into fucking space.
if we look at real life and look at Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, I guess that's just what you do with unlimited money.
We just have
Like,
to.
listen. if you get all of the money in the world, are you not going to send your best friend Rat into space?
Like, if anything, Rosie would probably be the easier one to send to space because she's the lightest.
That's
As
true.
Rat, of course. And we just need a lot of gunpowder, and we just need a lot of gunpowder and a device to.
Rosie, if you want to go to space, I will do everything in my power to make it happen.
You know, I never considered space, but now I'm considering being. Well, we're sailors here, but what if I was a space sailor?
What if we sang space
what if you
shanties
used
instead of sea
all
shanties?
of the Midas gold to build the first the first
The-
spelljammer?
So, like, it would actually be really funny if, like,
we're just like, we don't care about the void. We're fighting mind flayers now.
It's funny though,
No,
because like I actually did like think like Rhea would probably try using some of the Midas money to like start her own fucking space program and
Oh,
go to the
fucking
moon,
moon.
because she worships the moon goddess.
The Minotaurs
no,
must colonize space.
Yes.
I think it
The
would be
one place
really funny if
capitalism is not corrupted.
I think it would be really, really funny if the opening to season 2 was just like, the crew spent all of the Midas money, yes, all of it on space travel, and now we're broke again and need to go on another mission to fund our next space
We have to
travel
find
adventure.
space.
We have to
It
find the
is.
Nazi gold on the moon.
Buying the Nazi
We just-
gold on the moon.
Minus
like
season 2, we're space outlaws. Now
Just
deal with it.
the campaign shifts from like D&D to like Spear of the First Century or some shit, where it's like welcome to Pulp Fiction campaign.
Yes.
Okay, but seriously, back to
Right.
actually playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Yes.
Willow gives a fair enough nod to Seth and tosses it back over into one of his tentacles.
Seth grabs it, just clarifying that the oath. I have a oath to Willow not to use the void staff as an arcane focus.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no +3s to any spells.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's okay.
what do you
I'll say
think is gonna happen?
Seth doesn't
Ignace is
plan
gonna
on
be happy
making-
with you getting more chaos points.
I don't know. Seth doesn't plan on using the staff.
Gonna plan on forcing
That
poor
doesn't-
Rhea, Trigger Man.
Uh-huh.
Nah,
no,
I'm not
you've only
gonna
got-
force anyone.
You only made Seth say that oath. Now you need to get Kettle to make that oath.
Puddle comes out, becomes the void.
Remember, at least Puddle is not a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willow's like, all right, you broke it. You broke the one thing I told you to do. Now I'm gonna kill you. And Rosie puts on a clip-on tie. No, Willow, you can't. It's a legally distinct entity because you got knocked out.
No, you see, it doesn't count because, as you see, your oath is to protect her. So you have to choose which one you want to do, especially because yours is to Apollo. Now hers is to Apollo, but because you're a paladin, your oaths have a slightly more weight in heaven. You can ask your skull about that. That is very liable in Rosie Court.
All right.
Oh, speaking of the skull, I said a name.
Oh, great.
Oh yes, you did.
You just, I don't know, do you have to say the name or his title?
Well, we invoked one of the many
Okay.
names.
Just want to make sure how the god rules work. Gave you
One
roll
moment.
sleeves.
Oh dear.
One moment.
We are
One
creating
mo-
so
And we
much
do.
chaos for our poor
Oh.
DM.
I'm not even understanding what's happening.
Honestly, that's what the Midas crew is. Like, I feel like these other campaigns that keep you run, it's like, there's like a reasonable amount of wackiness to it because it's a D&D game. But I feel like for the
Yeah.
most part, it's like a bit more focused. Like, oh, okay, that was kind of a wacky idea you guys had to take down this dragon and become the mayors of this town. Like, that's kind of wacky. You're like, oh yeah, fight some Jedis. Okay, go. And there's us like, what do? We fuck around, and dear God, do we find out.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between like teaching college where it's like, okay, here's like adults communicating with each other. The Midas crew is like, you are chaotic and you need to be reined into the direction of where we're going, because if not, we can and will abuse any small inch that you give us.
I would
Yep.
like to counter this with the story Retromach is sharing in
In chat.
in chat. But first I have to slay this bot. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
What?
I must
Oh, it's not even
Invite them.
monkey. That's, man, so much hate. So much hate to user Noki. Not even
let's
monkey.
see.
If it was monkey, I at least would find it
Man.
funny.
Yeah, okay, listen, was the monk Jesus? I mean, I see no problem with that.
Alright. He just thinks he is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sweet.
so, the monk in, Curse of the Three Eyes campaign, tried to wash a goblin's feet as part of a murder plot. So, I mean, they have their
See,
own fair
now that's
share
what
of
I think of
legends.
like a reasonable fucking around with in
Right,
D&D.
anyway. So, hey, a thing is happening.
Oh
Yes.
boy.
A thing is happening.
Willow, as Kef completes this oath and invokes He Who Watches, you feel the golden reliquary wrapped around the bones of Saint Adam. You feel them get hot.
Ugh.
Oh, great, how could you did that? Okay, so Willow grabs the is it glowing hot? Is it like
It's not glowing hot, but it is warm to the touch.
Willow pulls up the thing burning
Almost
everything.
uncomfortably so. You feel touching the skull Adam's desire to strike Kef dead.
Oh.
Whoa! Fuck.
Yes.
Why did my brain just say strike me? What is wrong with me?
Willow,
See, like
wait.
earlier I said if the name was said, something would burn. I wasn't talking about the book, maybe, perhaps, but this really works. I was actually talking about a candle, but so I wouldn't burn the book, but this is very serendipitous.
Willow mutters just like Seth was muttering a couple minutes ago, and it's only one-sided. So brash, you're so brash. Wait till what happens.
The skull gets hotter. You feel his rage, his desire to silence the dark truth.
Willow, listen, I have to take this. Willow just grunts and then goes down to the decks for a minute to summon Adam.
Alright, we'll take you down to the bottom floor.
Yo, Adam, we need to talk, anime boy.
Alright, and one moment, let me grab Adam's token.
Let's grab anime boy Adam, let's go.
This token is out of date. I need to change his name.
Adam 2.
So Rhea, when Kev asks about the entry in the journal about a whip lady and he gets very, very interested, Could you tell him that it's not Ingrid and it's a lady in the city?
Wait, are you saying that Ingrid owns whips?
I think there might have been a whip in her possession at one time.
Okay.
Looking at
I always
look-
thought she'd be more of a heavy weapon person.
looking at that token, Adam looks a lot like Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my god, he
I'm not with
does!
it.
Wait, can you zoom in on it?
He kind of looks like no, because I always bully Adam for looking like an anime boy. I think he looks like a combination of like Kaiba and Kurapika, like season 0 Kaiba and Kurapika with a
Kurapika?
big fuck off sword. That's like the energy Saint
Oh, that
Adam Dawn
meme.
gives me.
A meme, it's like
He's just a
Kurapika
little
is
bit-
drowning.
He's just I just like fucking love like the reminder that Willow carries around a skull with her now, and then that skull can summon an anime boy. Just,
It's great.
Like, Adam's great, the art's great, and everything.
Like-
It's the hair. It's the hair that really makes me think, alright, anime boy.
All right.
Because it's so 90s anime.
It is. It's beautiful.
Adam,
Willow,
what are you doing?
as
I'm trying
you-
to help.
I'm sorry. Adam appears from his skull, his saintly, angelic figure, and he looks at you and says, "The cult of Ignacy is our enemy. You are conspiring with our enemies.
It is our lesser enemy. I am trying to save those fools upstairs in the void. Sometimes compromises have to be made, Adam.
Not for a paladin. You have a duty. Save his soul, or send him to his god."
It's your duty. Purge Ebenmore of lichens and failed.
It was my duty to protect that city, and I failed it.
You were too extreme.
Are you trying to pin what happened after my death on me?
Saying sometimes things need a softer hand. I'm trying my best to save the people I care about and defeat the great enemy. Someone I know is already gone, by the way. Rhea, who I swore to protect, corrupted. How dare you do this to me again, Adam?
I witnessed your companion, the aberration. Its loss is regrettable only insofar as that its energy is lost to the universe. But an aberration is not a friend.
Some. You're
Willow,
too.
I know
You're
I
too
know you were
violent.
better than this.
And I'm beginning to learn a bit more about this Codron you've asked me to. Like
The man who killed me.
the man who you could have. Things I've heard. It's not so black and white as you'd like to paint the world to be.
He consorted with undead. He brought a skeleton, a walking corpse, into the church of Eos. I had to attack him. I had to destroy the undead. You understand what my oaths compelled me to do.
You struck first.
I had no choice.
Godwin came to you. Things escaped. There's always a choice, Adam.
He put me into a situation where I had no winning move. To defy my teachings, or strike first in a fight I could not win.
He did.
Do not fall into his traps, Willow. This is what he is good at. Setting things in his favor, manipulating people. He knows how people will act. He predicts it. And he will trick you as well.
And you don't.
I have only told you the truth.
I will still keep my oath. I will still erase the legend of Catherine. But not as a blind sword, Eos. Not because of you. I'll do it. My God, Hollow. Kinder God. Sees fit.
Willow. This quest that you all are on, not the vault. The quest that the vault will merely set you upon the course of Rhea's destiny. It is... He looks down at the ground and he shakes his head. It is of vital importance for the world itself. For all creation. But I cannot condone these companions of yours. Devils, chaos worshippers. You know what happened underneath that church back in Ebonmore. You know why. You know those shadows on the wall. Those were once paladins. Friends of mine. Lost in rooting out those blasphemous cultists and their worship of the dark truth. When we smashed their artifacts, they were destroyed. My companions, that is. And that doctor up there, that Triton, if he has his way, he is going to rebuild these eyes. So many people died in the crusade to blind madness, and yet he will undo what so many of us suffered and died for. Do not let him do it. Destroy those mirrors. Let those that are smashed stay smashed.
I am aware of what is at stake, Adam. But unfortunately, you only have me to rely on because you're gone as a martyr. You only have me and my wretched crew to turn evil back. I wish you were here. I wish you were by my side, but your ideals already lost you everything.
Willow, do not think that we are going to come to a decision at this point. I cannot help you help these heretics. But Rhea's mission, though she does not know it yet, is of too great importance. I will be watching. And Adam disappears back into the skull. Willow, as long as you remain attuned to Adam's skull, your cleric powers, or not cleric, your paladin powers will not work on Rhea. Yes, it will work on Rhea. Will not work on Kef or Alistair.
Oh no!
So you can't lay
But
on
they-
hands. You can't heal them.
Hey, honestly, I don't know if you can tell any of my opinions on Adam now, the bitch, Dawn.
Adam the bitch, Dawn.
But like, honey, don't attune to that fucking skull. Let him fucking seethe in heaven.
Girl, you are too good for him. Let him seethe and cope and mold. You're thriving.
Well, 'cause I don't know why, but I felt like if I had responded to add up to that, it'd be in a Dr. Phil voice, because it's like, that was like a degree off of like, now, Willow, you got to separate yourself from this angel anime boy, who's
You
only
stupid-
trying to make you
I'm
see the
gonna
world
kill
his
you.
way.
Well, he's coming at you and saying, I'm gonna kill your friends, I'm gonna take all your money from the Vault of Midas. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a really healthy relationship.
I,
I
as the
understand.
person who Adam wants to murder first, probably, I think Willow should keep the skull because it makes for some fun stuff.
No, that's super valid and good
Don't
spice.
want Willow to kill me. I want Willow to not listen to Adam.
Those who
Adam.
like me.
See, it's like me, it's like, I don't want anything worse to happen to Adam because like he dealt with some shit, but also Adam is being pretty bigoted right now. I don't care for that shit at all.
Okay,
Adam
okay,
works.
but
Adam
consider,
thinks Willow is one of the good ones.
Okay.
as long as Willow is attuned, all of her paladin saving throw DCs are +2. So I mean,
No,
like,
that's
you
not
know,
bad. But
I mean,
also consider
it's a +2. Also, she gets
But
an extra use of her channel divinity every day. She gets to, you know, Hulk out a Peerless Athlete twice a day as long as she's attuned to it.
But hear me out. That doesn't stop her from smiting.
You know.
That doesn't stop her from healing. That doesn't stop her from being a quote girl boss motherfucker. Unlimited.
I mean,
Listen,
it
she
just
was already the star and the light of this party before Adam showed up.
Yeah, like,
Okay, she
Adam-
doesn't need anybody.
Adam just added some like nice garnish in the form of a skull. Take that away. That is still a meal, not beyond a snack. Like Willow could be a one-man army if she so desired. Adam just is like cheering her on, going like, "You got this, yeah, man. You
Listen,
can do a little better."
Willow do be the whole Thanksgiving feast. Adam is just the stuffing, and you know what? Hot take: stuffing is the worst fucking part of Thanksgiving.
You take that back.
That's not. Oh.
No, I'm not.
Let's
I'm not.
let's
If
let's
I
not get
have
crazy
my
here.
opinion
That's it.
about
I'm out of here.
I will die on my feet and not on my knees.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Look,
hey,
The
I'm
amount
sorry.
of discourse Saint
I-
Adam the bitch Dawn has given us is
I am so
insane.
sorry, Lux, but you are no longer my friend. Friendship ended with Lux the vampire.
It's okay, that just means I'm double your friend, Deluxe.
All
Who's
right.
going to be my friend in this absence, this void? I can still hear her voice sometimes.
Thanksgiving
it's okay,
stuffing, void of friendship.
I can still hear it. Honey, you're better off without it. Burn it!
All right.
KB, I
real
want
shout out to
mention
Retromark.
that
Yeah.
It's true. You never expect
When-
to look at him. But Adam, anime boy, I had that part in, but I felt like that was a good thing to preserve. Is secretly the Spanish Inquisition.
when I was with the captain,
Mhm.
I got her name as one of my names in my Far Scribe.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good.
But I put
Good.
that down.
Good.
I mean, I can do that
Alright,
right
so-
now.
You don't need to play that out. You
Yeah, I was saying, like, it happened.
just add it.
I just want to add it. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can now just talk to her whenever you want.
All right.
As long as you have your book.
Okay. So, while all that's going on, what was
Uh-oh.
actually promised for this session happens.
Oh.
What, actual Midas?
We're gonna advance
Oh
the plot
no,
of
we don't
Midas.
have time for Midas.
Only his bull.
When have we ever had time for
Hey.
Midas in the Vault of
Oh,
King
shit.
Midas?
What?
Mommy,
see
sorry.
What?
Mommy, sorry.
I forgot Sea Mommy!
Oh, fuck, you're right!
All right. Emerging from the ocean, a mighty wave, and then standing before you, a beautiful woman, towering over the ship.
Rosie blinks and just goes like, Hey Kev, is that Avalon? Is that Avalon
kinda like-
herself?
Kev kind of like runs over to the edge of the ship and like waves and kind of like gestures to be picked up.
I want upsy.
Upsies.
Oh,
Give me
goodness.
boosty.
Doing
I-
grabby hands, mother, I request uppies.
I'm gonna just roll religion to see if I know if this is like a fucking goddess just showing up.
I think we don't even have to roll, I think.
I
Well,
think
I-
we
I-
just know.
I want to just kind of know like the details. So, that
All
shouldn't
right.
have had advantage, but it wouldn't have mattered. Oh boy.
Hey, KB, how are we pronouncing their name? They have a few different ones.
Tethys?
Is it
I think
Yes.
Tethys?
So
Or is
I am
it
pronouncing it. I will pronounce it Tethys.
Tethys? Okay.
Tethys. So Tethys, the Titan of waters,
Ooh.
not a god, but a very powerful entity capable of bestowing magic to warlocks. I should say to witches.
Ooh.
And the Titan. The Titan acknowledges Kef's request
Oh,
and provides uppies.
Let's go.
Puppies from
And-
God.
Uppies acquired.
The captain over here, seeing this, shortens sail and brings the ship to a slow crawl.
Or puppies.
No more puppies.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, fine.
Baby, are you surprised?
I am.
We've gotten this,
I
to be
shouldn't
honest,
be.
I'm surprised we've gone this long without an orb moment,
Well,
to be
the
honest.
thing is, we know there's only so many orb moments that we can cash in on.
That's true.
Like, give it to KB. KB gave a good plan of having us be limited on orb moments by false what am I saying?
limiting them.
Yes. Scarce limitations.
Scarcity.
Scarcity.
Illusion of scarcity.
All right.
KB is creating artificial scarcity to drive up the demand.
All right. With Kef in hand, Tethys says, little witch.
Ooh.
You have learned of the origin of the red tide. And
I have.
And you wish to speak with us, speak with me, in person.
Yes.
I've granted your request.
I greatly appreciate it. You honor me by your presence.
Some of the, sailors are, of the ship are, on their knees, not really sure who this is, which of the sea gods they might be witnessing, but...
Yeah, Rosie is again, doing, a
reverence.
curtsy, because she doesn't know if she's talking to Avalon herself, you see.
Seth deeply bows, and then raises their head.
I think Rey is also going to bow, but because she knows that the goddess she worships is the moon, the oceans kind of get bent by the moon, so she's not like that bowing, you know?
So paying no respect.
No, respectful, but not
Respectfully,
Not groveling.
not maximized.
Listen, Rhea,
Yeah.
you just haven't reached the level of your moon lore where you find out that the moon and the ocean are actually girlfriends.
Yeah.
I mean, who controls the tides and the currents and is the entire reason that the ocean moves around?
True.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Right,
But Rhea
except
doesn't.
that there is no moon goddess.
Never has been.
Yeah, that
And
means
there
that there's a
never
tragic
was.
love story. There's a tragic fucking love story involved here then.
Aw.
She's just a longing gay. Looking for her lover that
the
never
goddess of the
was.
sea has forgotten her lover who never existed.
Pines always for someone yet is never satisfied.
Aw.
And she doesn't know
Tragic.
why.
But... So tell me, young warlock, what have you learned?
First, how the seashells treating ya, dollface.
This is how Kev got his
Lady
back.
Tethys.
Oh
This is how he
dear.
got it.
I was right to choose you as my patron. You are one of the most prettiest beings in existence.
She nods, this is correct.
Was
I have
Can't
learned
argue with that.
at a great cost the cause of the red tide, destruction of my village, the near death of my brother, the murderer of my parents. Their name, Stillness. Let me go to my description.
Void of
As-
life.
Moving in the deep sea. It's like a massive lizard thing, similar to the creatures of the rivers known as an axolotl. But decaying, a giant leviathan, not as big as Jormungandr perhaps. It moves with a stillness, a void of life. In its wave, the red tide spreads. That is the cause. A great beast of the void, the enemy, which I have faced off against, and learned much about. Which is the second reason why I have summoned you. And I'm very appreciative that you came.
Tethys looks serious. An enemy of the void, of such scale and power. I understand now why I was unable to deduce the cause. Such knowledge is difficult for the gods,
Yes.
or the patrons.
This knowledge is dangerous to hold, but even more so necessary to have in one's possession. As a thing I'm doing, one could call it a dangerous hobby. I'm collecting knowledge on the void. I have evidence of the void from defeated void creatures, which I would like to present as evidence to the great beings of the ocean. The patrons, the gods, the strong. Anyone who may aid me in my venture to slay stillness, to avenge my kin, and to protect the ones I love. If you would be so kind, dearest, most amazing and beautiful titan of the ocean, Tethys, to call upon these entities on my behalf, form a meeting, to create a vanguard against stillness, so that we may smite this abomination from the ocean and win much-needed victory against the void, and inflict upon them a great, great wound upon their hold of the earth. What say thee, fine lady? Will you enter into another contract with me? I have proven myself to be trustworthy and
Tethys
honorable of my word.
Tethys looks down. Such a meeting has not been held in an age, but it is within my power to call a meeting. But I fear that you will not like the answer the gods give you.
I may not. But if I don't try, how can I face the woman I love when we're erased? Knowing that I could have done better. Please, all I ask is a chance.
This is a time of many great blessings, though you may not know it. The ends are coming. While the gods still may, now is the greatest chance to receive their power. I will call this meeting. We shall go. Shall you face them alone, or will you take your a companion with you?
The gods? I will take at least one companion with me. And if you'd be in the audience, I would hope.
I will be there. I will be there by your side and your advocate.
Thank you. Thank you. Kev kind of like bows, like kind of shaking.
Oh.
She puts you down on the deck and head pats you with one finger.
Oh,
Let's go.
let's go.
And says,
Mommy, help me.
Please choose who will go with you.
I choose the
Choose
noble
quickly.
and ever honorable Rhea of Ionia, the nobilitar.
Wow, I can't believe you chose the group's lawyer. You didn't choose the group's lawyer at all.
Rhea
You
hears
totally
her
could have
name be
weaseled
said.
your way out of.
Rhea
real
hears her
God.
name get said, and she like walks over like, huh? What's happening right now?
Rosie walks up and goes like, "Congratulations, you're gonna try and learn to be a lawyer."
Oh, Okay.
God lawyer.
I hope
You're
you
entering
studied
God
for the
court.
bar exam, Raya.
The
Oh,
bar
no.
exam is as high as the gods, and trust me, Rosie looks over to the sea giant in front of her. The bar's pretty high. Good thing you got a high horse for it.
Rhea just kind of has like fever dream flashbacks to bar exams because she flunked out of college.
Meanwhile, Captain Ingrid goes to Kef, says, Doctor,
Beautiful.
as captain of the ship, as you were going into a dangerous situation, as captain, it is my duty to take command in dangerous situations, and therefore, I order you, as captain, come back safe.
Seth, like, drops to one knee and, like, slams his fist into the floorboards of the ship. Looks up to Ingrid and says, I swear on my life, I will come back safe. Bows his head and stands up. Hugs Ingrid. Aww.
She hugs you back. And she steps back to allow you to go. And, Silver Frog asked what this music is. It is the Heroes of Might and Magic 4 Sea theme.
It's for you, Silver Frog.
There you go, Silver Frog.
Oh wait, is the meeting happening this session?
Yeah, so that's a question. It is 11:11. If you want to have the meeting now, we can have the meeting now, or we can end session here, and we can have the meeting at the beginning of next session.
I personally think this might be a good spot to stop.
Oh, I
For
thought
now.
we were going till midnight EST.
We could. I mean, I have no preference.
I'm
Because
down.
we started later.
I got a little. Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down.
Cannot go
Who
late.
needs sleep?
Or...
D&D.
Okay.
Lux, you said you couldn't say?
Oh yeah, I won't be able to stay. I will have to leave at the half hour.
Okay.
We can always like wait to do the meeting with the gods till after the vault too, because like it'll take time to like organize, I guess.
Sure.
I mean, I will say the speech to the gods is already written. So
Ooh.
Me and the homeboys are already ready. The God speech is written.
I just need to get into the voice acting.
My
for
map.
it.
Yeah, my map for the meeting is ready to go, with tokens for all of them. But yeah, you know,
I think.
actually, I suppose Tethys.
I think if we're
let's back
probably
up.
very on. Oh, sorry.
I can go till 12.
Go ahead.
I feel like we all could except for Lux, but also I feel like we're being pretty unsure about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like this session so far, I've noticed like it's great that like Cap and Rhea and like Willow have been like a lot of spotlight. But I don't think it would hurt if we did do it next session. We'd have a lot more time to just have a lot more spotlight sort of given around. Like sort of focus it at first for like the Cap stuff and then get into the Midas. Things so we just have a bit more momentum for the next session.
Yeah, I mean, and I would prefer to be there.
Yeah,
A meeting with the sea gods is something to look forward to.
Yeah, like it's something to.
It is. I would like personally to see the meeting with the sea gods.
All right.
Then yes, we
In that
shall
case-
save it.
Yes, in that case, we shall save the meeting with the sea gods for next session, and that's where we're gonna wrap up session then.
All right.
Stop the music. All right. So
Wait, actually,
thank you-
just real quick before session ends.
Okay.
Doctor, are you gonna open the fucking book?
Oh no, I gave you your book back.
Damn it! Okay.
Oh yeah,
You know
I
what?
forgot. I guess I forgot to give you the book back in Willow rushing out. Yeah, we can do that like real quick here. Like we can just go down after we like kind of wrap up.
It's a
Do you
flashback.
want to just see what the fuck would happen if you had actually opened it?
I think you should say yes because Viv really wants. Based on how many times Viv has asked about it, you should say yes.
I've been waiting for that Chekhov's gun to just go off. So here I have it marked. I casted a fucking glyph of warding on it, so if you open it, it would cast like a fucking ice spell on you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was just waiting for the moment. You just open the cover of the book for a little bit, and then boom, suddenly you're frozen.
And isn't Glyph of Warding like a wacky spell where it just does damage?
No, glyph of warding, it basically lets you put a spell
Oh, you
onto
could
a-
also put a
onto an
spell in it.
object.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's really cool. But yeah, that was like when you said you were getting ready to open the book during like the identify thing, I was like, oh no, that's a bad idea, dude.
I was doing that as a possible failsafe to becoming completely void corrupted, seeing if I could attune with the same goddess and receive the effect that you did.
Makes sense.
But if I was a smart individual,
Smart.
I would have probably cast Arcana on the book if I was going to learn about it. And then if I rolled high enough, learn that there was a glyph and maybe use do I have Dispel Magic? I think I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think that's one of my spells. Do I have Dispel Magic?
You probably would have access to learn it, but I don't know if you picked it up.
I mean, it's on your spell list, so you could. You're high enough level. Yes,
I thought I chose
you
that.
do have this. You do. It's under Thunderstep.
Nice.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Third...
But honestly, I would
don't-
say that I would have probably just opened up the book and probably got blasted because I'm not that.
Yeah, because it's not.
I'm not that
Spell
cautious.
magic isn't like counter spell where it's a reaction. That's like an action. Like you have to be ready for it.
Yeah, you would have gotten me, but my goals didn't align with opening the book.
Ah.
I can't wait to just open the book eventually and it's whoa!
The glyph is still there, so if anybody steals my fucking book, that will happen.
Does it have the specific condition of anyone but you, or is it
it's
the book is open?
It is specifically anyone but me.
Okay.
It was like, I want to watch your smug face explode so bad!
I kinda did, honestly. Can you blame me? That would have been so funny.
It would have been hilarious.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. We're
Wait.
going to.
Do we need to? Does Tethys need to like go away and say they're going to the meeting, or how are we wrapping up that scene?
Okay. All right. Well, so
are we gonna start their next session?
Yeah, we're gonna start their next session. So...
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, so let's
Jack gets
hold on.
see mommy again as a treat.
They can see
Let me get the music going again. Let me formally end the scene.
Let's go.
Kef and Rhea step into the two hands of... dang it. Layering.
Danganronpa?
Ah! I have too many windows.
I understand that feeling.
Alright. Kef and Rhea step into the hands of Tethys, the Titan of the waters.
I will say that
And
in
the
Kef's haste, he snagged the book as well.
Oh, okay.
While
Right.
running out.
Tethys steps away from the ship and conjures, with a thought, a mighty tidal wave which encompasses her, Rhea, and Kef. And they disappear into the ocean. But this tidal wave, though the crew panic for a moment, it then dissipates, and the ship sails on without an issue. Captain Ingrid sighs and takes the wheel again, navigating towards your final destination, the vault of King Midas.
And roll credits.
Let's go.
Let's
Not
Let's
gonna lie,
go.
I did not expect the meeting to happen that quickly. I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna wait till like next campaign. It'll be a thing.
Like Act
Now,
2.
now. Oh, now.
All right, okay.
Zed? Yeah, so this is how we're gonna start season 2. Oh, like now?
We're
like
doing it
now.
now. Okay. I mean,
It's
More
speech is
like
written.
this is more like we're doing this before we start season 2.
Uh-huh.
That's like like how some shows will just be like, hey, we're thinking about running another season. We're just gonna drop this plot point. So like the show gets canceled. It's gonna be real awkward, but we gotta trust that we're gonna get our season renewed. So it makes sense later.
So next
is
time
Kara
we'll
coming
start.
back
Next
level
time we
of
will
the
start with
plot.
the meeting of this. Actually the name of that map is where the currents meet.
Ooh.
So
That's
we will.
nice.
Yes. So we will see where the
Yes.
currents meet next time, and then
It's like-
finally
Vault.
we'll meet Midas,
Vault.
Yes.
and we will get the vault.
Vault.
Finally. I've been saying next time for like 3 sessions.
Next time.
Next
But
time.
this time I mean it. This time
No,
I
this
mean
I
it.
just
I like the slight voice crack.
I just picture like a tiny KB with like horse stance, like arms angrily angled. Like next time we are going to the vault.
Yes.
This time,
KB
these
just
guys
like,
get into the
no,
vault.
KB
Hit them all with like.
KB in the orb moment looking at us threateningly like, no, next time there won't be any orb moments. Next time you will go to the vault.
I guess can't wait till next time. KB orbs us. We get trapped in that spell of like where you go into the hamster ball, the invulnerable hamster ball.
Yes.
We
I
get
can't wait
timed
for
out.
Rosie
Alright.
to get put into a
So
hamster
we're gonna-
ball.
We're gonna raid a funny robot guy named
Yeah,
Boingo
he's a
Hell
Rider.
really
yeah.
good guy.
He is really
Oh.
cool. And also, where can you see us next? So next time you'll see me on the internet will be on Wednesday, but not on this channel. But
No, it's gonna be
Pan's
mine.
channel.
I'm stealing your shilling. It's my shill because it's on my channel. Hi, hello, I'm Pannaps. I don't know if you knew me. I don't know if you've been following me for the last like 20 sessions. But yeah, the KB will be a player in a Wild Beyond the Witchlight game where they're gonna meet a hag, which is one of the big bads of the campaign. So that's gonna be pretty interesting.
I'm gonna murder the fuck out of it.
You can try.
I got a plan. It involves crocodiles.
Oh, that's cute.
Let's go.
That's like really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Rock plan.
You may be, if you try to go all offensive, you may be the last one to die.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's where you'll see me next, and the next session of this game, because I know we have hooked you all with this meeting of the gods. So you must be asking when, KB, when will the next session of this game be? And I believe that will be in 2 weeks on April 25th. So I hope to see everybody there. The normal starting time is 8:30.
Yes.
So
Yes.
hopefully 8:30 Eastern
Yes.
Standard.
Yes.
All right. So now we are going to raid a cool robot man named Boingo
Who's
Rider.
also
who is
in the
currently
game
playing-
maybe on Wednesday.
Goodbye.
That's right, it's all connected.
Farewell, everyone.
Yes, it's almost like we are all connected and mutually shilling each other. But yes,
That's crazy.
So go watch a robot guy play Bayonetta, and fight some angels.
Hey, you can make him a cat mate.
I
do
won't
it.
take it
All right,
personally. All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, I have